make it out. Problem with me and you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. I have been idle. Well, I wouldn't say I've necessarily been idle. No, because I haven't been. I've been very creative. Yes, very, very, very much so creative these last year since I got out of jail. You know? And so when you're thinking about what you're doing to move your life forward in a direction, you know what I mean? I've been moving my life forward in a direction, and that direction has been heavily inspired by my jail term that I spent here in Oklahoma. God uses life events to inspire you and to lead you down certain paths and open your eyes to see certain other people's perspectives. You know what I mean? So what was I saying? So yeah, I'm heavily thinking about obtaining my CDL and starting to drive on the road and see if my financial situation in here in America can change, or should I just keep waiting for God to do His thing? You know what I mean? Or is it as simple as wherever you go, I'm with you. Wherever you go, don't be afraid. Fear not. Be of good courage. You gotta have courage to face life. Courage to get up when you fall down. And sometimes it's a fight to get back up. Sometimes it's a fight to get back up. That's why you call upon the name of the Lord in your battle. Well, I know I do. Lord, get me out of here. You know, when you're in jail, you call upon the name of the Lord, man, every night. God, get me out of here. God, get me out of here. You know, if your prayers ascend up to God, like incense, right? Can you imagine the incense that comes up, you know, as far as prayers? Like we smell the stinky jail. We smell the dirtiness of your cells, the pee of the toilet. We smell that. But in the midst of that stench, you got people's prayers rising up. God, help me, save me, deliver me. You know what I mean? And so yeah, in the midst of your storm, in the midst of whatever battle, shout hallelujah. Thank you, God, for waking me up another day. I know it's hard sometimes, some people's battles. You know what I mean? Lift up your head. Your redemption draws nigh. May the Lord redeem us from this pit that we are in. Whatever pit you're in, a pit of depression, a pit of loneliness, a heart of brokenheartedness and pain and rejection, of love. Sometimes you in that zone of love and it's just like, oh yes, I don't see nothing else. I'm just in love. You know what I mean? Those neurotransmitters and all that stuff got you in a whole another zone, bro. You know? But enjoy it. Build each other up. Don't tear each other down. Now I gotta try to find a job. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get up out of Oklahoma. Where's my next stop? You know what I mean? I want to travel the world. I want to dance up in the mountains tops. You know, on the top of a glacier. You know what I mean? I want to dance uh, in the city, parks. You know what I mean? National, state parks. You know, in the midst of a stinking, I don't know, wherever. This beautiful and inspiring, and a lot of people want to get together and have some fun. You know what I mean? You know, yeah. That's how I need to take this show. I'm your love slave. I'm on the road. My love slave. You know, I see some beautiful girls here. I did get invited back next week. By a yoga instructor here at the park called Yoga in the Park. Uh, and you know, I believe her name is Cicely. You know, I'm being in trouble if I mess that up because she was my yoga instructor. She gave me her mat. You know what I mean? And you know what? Stephanie, I know she was one. Cicely, I believe that's right. I know. I think. Uh, Beautiful people coming outside, enjoying the park. You know, being active together. Uh, so yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm gonna make my best effort to be here this Saturday. I can't wait. Actually, you know, hopefully we can. I got a lot going on this week. I got court this week. So really, I'll let you know how that goes and how I get that resolved. But what I was gonna say. The search begins for my love slave. You know, there's some very beautiful women in the world, but only a special type of woman who's gonna love you with everything she got and capture you every single day. That's what I want. I want a woman to try to capture me every single day because a brother got 2 feet. You know what I mean? I could run away, and our brothers, that's what we do. We'll run away on you. You know what I mean? You gotta learn how to capture us. Without us, you ain't got no babies. Think about that, ladies. Without us, you a cat lady. You ain't got real babies. You need a man in your life. And us men need a real life woman in our lives. I have found my love slave here in Oklahoma. However, I'm coming back. She could be at this. You know what I mean? You don't know who you're gonna meet. I'm ready for a princess to rescue me riding on her white horse, with Uzis in her hand, what I mean, ready to blow some stuff up, what I mean, that's what I need. Uh, and then after, we dance on the mountaintops together, you know, we go fishing, we go on cruises, we go up to the see the auroras, what I mean, we camp out, at lakes in Iceland, you know what I mean? See the world, dance all the world, thank God for everything, you know what I mean? Do my ghetto cooking show, I'll cook you up some food, cooking show, in which you'll be my star and my taste tester. I gotta make it for you, and you gotta eat it, and hopefully you're gonna like it. And so, what else? I gotta find a way to get out of here. I can't stay here much longer. I'll tell you what, I've been here about 6 years. I mean, it's cool. I met some cool people. My family's here, which is the most important part. I got some family other places, which I haven't seen in a while. Maybe this might be an opportunity to go catch up with some of them. If my family be funny like that, sometimes they don't want to see me. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes they just be like, keep it moving. I'm like, all right, well, whatever. Gotta move along. One of my biggest helps here has been my older sister and her husband. You know what I mean? I love them immensely for all the help they've offered to me. Tried to help me, brother heartbroken, got $1 to his name. Living off of what I can, but I believe I've used this time wisely. My homeless times, I've written my entrepreneurial youth training program. You know what I mean? I designed. What else did I design? The planner that goes with the curriculum. What else did I do? I've taught several. Well, I started my YouTube channel, making a whole bunch of content, different shows, different subject matter. One's just dancing all over the world, where I just dance all over the world with whoever wants to dance with me. You know what I mean? Another show called "I'm Your Love Slave." It's a poor man's love story, and his conquest, or not the caveman, quest for fire or anything like that, but like that's how it be in 2026. You ain't got nothing but a pile of rocks. That's all you got, and it's how did the caveman attract his cave girl? You know what I mean? With a rock. You know what I mean? Here you go, baby. I got this rock. You see this big old thing? You know what I mean? So you gotta start asking questions like, is that how the old cavemen used to do it? You just pick up a big old boulder, like, here you go, woman. Yeah. But what was I talking about? I spent this time creatively, absolutely. Where's the next adventure at? Because I'm sometimes in life you just need to change. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Because if you're not changing, you're probably not growing. coming alive, expressing the individuality of who God created you to be. God created you with gifts, talents, and abilities, special, unique. Why are we trying to fit into a common mold? You know, when God created diversity, you know what I mean? But what was I talking about? Where's my next steps going? You tell me where you think I should come to. Start over, rebuild my life, find some hot mamacitas who want to dance, you know, preferably that, because I can care less about the cars, the clothes, the jewels. These mamacitas want all that. I just want the mamacita. Yeah, I got some adventures and some experiments that I love experiments. Don't try this at home. These are top secret love experiments that I need my research assistant for. You know what I mean? I got an opening for a research assistant to help me conduct real life experiments in love. You know what I mean? Like you have to see how deep love goes. You have to test the waters, you know, and see, experiment. You know what I mean? So a woman who likes there's a girl out here talking about experiments. Brother likes some experiments, especially if it comes to experiments in love. And that could include charity. That could include loving indeed in your deeds, with your deeds. Loving other people, your neighbors, yourself, with your deeds. There's a lot of people in this world who need love right now. There's a lot of people in this world who need love. A brother like me might not typically want to roll up on somebody and say, hey man, can I give you a hug? You know, like, you know what I mean? You know how people be like nowadays. They be like ready to give me the beat down. You know what I mean? But that's real talk. That even shouldn't be an excuse. You know what? And I think sometimes you have to feel comfortable enough with somebody to give them a hug. That comfort comes through familiarity typically. You have to become familiar with a person. You have to see their spirit. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's behaving like, you know, they're out of control, you might not want to leave your little ones around that person because that person might damage your little ones. You know? Your treasures. These kids are your treasures. You gotta entrust your treasures to someone who is responsible and is gonna treasure them like you treasure your own kids. This is why moms and grandmoms and grandpas, aunts and uncles are so important, because you want to give your treasures and entrust them to somebody who's going to also treasure your babies as well and care for them, not hurt them, not damage them, not destroy them mentally, physically, or spiritually. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of rambling on here.